Okay guys, this is John with Kong Judo, and I'm here with Tony. We are going to go over YOKO SHIHO GATAME, or 4-corner hold. Tony, if you would. YOKO SHIHO GATAME is pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to use 4 points to try and control Tony's body. First things first, elbow, elbow, knee, knee. My right elbow in this instance is going to go to his hip. My left elbow to his ear. My right knee traps his head to his other ear, and my right knee to his hip. I pull him in nice and tight. There's several versions of completing this hold from here. A traditional version is to hold your head down behind his arm. I don't necessarily think that that's the best way to complete this hold, because some of the more sophisticated guys and a lot of the jiu-jitsu guys now have a pretty easy time of pushing you off and extending it around. So a method I prefer, and something I often teach to my students, is I'm going to trap his head with my left arm if my left knee is towards his head. So when I come in, I get a nice base. I'm going to have my right knee under his hip. My left elbow is still going to go to his other hip, and I'm going to stay nice and tight to him. My hand is going to come under his head, in between his right arm and his head, and I'm going to trap and stay tight. If I can, I try to hook this other arm in. So when he tries to move, I have a pretty solid position control. I can drop a leg if I have to, bring it back in to adjust. So again, a slightly modified version of YOKO SHIHO GATAME. My hand is going to go in and under his head. My elbow will go to his hip. My knee will go to his other hip. And I'll trap and stay tight to his body to prevent him from pushing away. This is a common defense. He'll attempt to push me away, create space, and I'll be in trouble. In this position, it's a very strong, dominant position. And we'll get into later in the series. We can hit a lot of submissions. Number of chokes, Sodeguru Majime for one, we'll discuss later. We can start to work things, come back like Americanas. We can start to work arm bars. We can change positions very easily into a mounted or a Tate Shiho Gatame position. So we'll cover that in this series.